moment in Man of Steel, quiet, honest, where Henry Cavill's Clark stands in front of the hologram of his father and hears the words, "You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards." And for a while, he did. Not just in the story, but in our reality, in fandom, in the hearts of millions. Henry Cavill was the Superman of our generation. Powerful, yes, but never perfect. Alien, yet deeply human. But now, that legacy is being rebooted. Again, DC's newest Superman is on the way, David Corenswet. And while the cape may still flutter the same, the man underneath is different. This isn't the first time DC's pulled this move. Let's go back, not forward. In 2006, Superman Returns tried to reignite the myth with Brandon Routh, a gentle, godlike figure floating above the world, echoing Christopher Reeve's smile and posture. It was less a reimagining, more a tribute, but lacked fire. The Superman didn't wrestle with identity. He glided on legacy. Fans respected it, but they didn't cling to it. He was a ghost of what came before. Fast forward to 2013, everything changed. Cavill's Superman didn't hover. He crashed. He wasn't here to inspire with a grin. He was here to survive and to learn what it meant to matter. And we felt it. We felt it when he chose Earth over Krypton. When he screamed after snapping Zod's neck. Not because he wanted to kill, but because he had to, because doing the right thing cost him something. Cavill gave us a Superman who struggled, and that made him unforgettable. Then came Batman v Superman, a darker world, a mess of morality, chaos, and mistrust. And still, Cavill held that center line, not as a savior from the sky, but as a man slowly crushed by the weight of being one. No wings, no smiles for the press, just raw burden. And yet, just as his arc was taking shape, just as the audience began to connect with his Superman on a deeper level, DC stepped in and erased it. But here's the twist. They brought him back for Justice League, then Zack Snyder's Justice League. A god who didn't know why he was being attacked. This is when Superman decides to stop holding back. Even the Justice League isn't safe. And Flash, the fastest man alive, launches into full speed, time itself slowing around him. And in that moment, Flash isn't the predator. He's the prey. The stare, the silence, the sheer physicality. He didn't need lines. That look was the warning. His build, his intensity. Henry Cavill was born for this role. And in this scene, he didn't act like Superman. He was Superman. That was Henry Cavill at his peak. A Superman who didn't just overpower gods. He commanded the screen. Every movement, every glare felt like a force of nature. He wasn't just acting the role, he was Superman. Relentless, terrifying, and still deeply human. Then, shockingly, for a post-credit scene in Black Adam.
My name is Amanda Waller. Congratulations, you have my attention.
There's no one on this planet that can stop me.
I can call in a favor and send people who aren't from this planet.
It's been a while since anyone's made the world this nervous. Black Adam. We should talk.
That brief moment, internet broke, fandom roared, because even after years of chaos, Cavill still felt right. Then suddenly, without warning, gone, fired, recast, no croce, no sequel, just another fresh start. Enter Corenswet, young, bright, smiling, wearing the trunks. A return to optimism, they say. James Gunn promises hope, kindness, a classic Superman. But was Cavill's Superman not kind, not hopeful? He just expressed it differently, through sacrifice, not speeches. And that's the problem. DC isn't just changing the actor. They're shifting tones, scrapping arcs, gambling on nostalgia.
It's about what you choose to do.
You see, Superman doesn't need to be shiny. He needs to be steady, consistent, someone you build a universe around. Not replaced like a broken bulb. Reeves was timeless. Routh was tribute. Cavill was transformation. Corenswet, he's promise. But promises don't carry weight until they're earned. What DC forgets is this. Superman isn't defined by his power. He's defined by the journey to wield it responsibly. And when you hit reset every few years, that journey gets shorter, emptier, shallower. Imagine if Marvel had recast Tony Stark after Iron Man 2. Imagine if Chris Evans was dropped midway through Cap's arc. The emotional payoff only exists because the audience stuck with them, through pain, through growth, through triumph. DC keeps pulling us out of the story before it even begins. And Cavill? He deserved more. Not because of fanboy love, but because his Superman was just getting started. We never saw him become the global symbol of hope. We never saw the full transition from misunderstood outsider to legend. Instead, we're handed a reboot. Again. And we're told to care. Again. So here we are, looking at the past, watching the present, and guessing the future. Is Corenswet the right choice? Maybe. Could he succeed? Of course. But will it matter if DC hits reset again in 3 years? That's the danger. Because this isn't about whether a new Superman can fly. It's about whether we'll still believe in him. DC isn't just changing actors. They're changing emotional contracts. They're asking us to reinvest without finishing the story we bought into. So yes, recasting can work. But only if it serves the story, not erases it. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest Superman DC ever had is the one they never let finish becoming one. Give your thoughts on the Superman recast in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more. Stay tuned. This is FameFlux.